writing exclusive OR operation. Okay, XOR A comma B. I should write here. I could write here also that whenever you write XOR, that means this is A comma B. This type of thing. This is not of A. This is A or B. A or B. This is A and B. Like that. Okay. And here, in case of any or all, this will be array. Here you will have array, name of the array. Here also and here also. Okay. So I'll just show you. We were here, exclusive OR between A and B. So A is also 1, B is also 1. So 1 और 1 का exclusive OR. सोचो क्या होता है? Just think. What is the exclusive OR of 1 and 1? Do you remember? When both the arguments are 1, exclusive OR is 0. Do you remember that? So that's why answer is 0. ठीक है ना? Then let us say there is an array, because if I want to show you the application of any or the application of all, then I have to feed an array. So suppose A equal to an array. Array means, let us say -5, -4, doesn't matter, you type anything. ठीक है ना? And then let us say 5, and then let us say -8 and 2, let us say. Okay, let us have our A as this. So then semicolon. So this is the thing. So this array has been entered now. Fine. This is one row vector. And now if I carry out any A, let us say. Now just see the definition of this. Any A. The name of the array is, I have given A. So the answer will be true, यानी कि 1. True का मतलब 1. Answer will be 1 if any element of the array is non-zero. Now what is happening here? This array, not only 1, rather all of them are non-zero. So as soon as 1 is non-zero, your answer will be 1. So, ठीक है ना? तो non-zero तो है ही. So that means as soon as you execute this any command, answer will be 1. Okay? If I execute all A, let us say. Now, all was, if all the elements are non-zero, then answer will be 1. And here all the elements are non-zero. -4, 5, -8 and 2. All of them are non-zero. So therefore, the answer will be 1, because all means this. All का answer भी 1 है. But as soon as let us say if I do B equal to -4, let us say 5, 0, 2. अब देखो, -4, 5, 0, 2. This is the array. This is your B. Now if I do all, what you are getting? B. In this case, one of the elements of B is 0. So as soon as one of the elements is 0, that means all elements are not non-zero. This time all elements are not non-zero. One of them is 0. So therefore, the answer of all will be 0. So as matlab, you have to just do them once. After that, you will remember. There is no problem. No, not much difficulty. Okay. So that is the situation. So some commands, some more commands I'll let you know now. I think already I have told you about the command who command. है ना who command मैंने बता I have told you that gives the name of the variables. I have told you WHOS also, which gives the properties of the variables, how long they are and what type of they are, whether they are unsigned integer or you know that. ठीक है ना? Clear. I will tell you the clear. Now there is one command which is used very much, and that is clear. Now just see in this case. From the workspace, you can see how many variables are there. There is a variable small a, there is capital A, then there is ans, there is a small b, there is capital B. All these variables you can see. You can see these variables by typing who also. I told you yesterday. That these are the variables present. है ना? So, if suppose you want to clear a variable from the workspace, you don't want it to remain in the workspace, then just clear it. So that means suppose if I do clear, just I write clear, and let us say I write capital B. So this capital B will be gone. Okay. Now just see clear B. After clear B, if I see WHO, now whether capital B is there? It's not there. Gone from Matlab workspace. It has gone. So therefore, you can use capital B again to define something. So that's the idea. Okay, if you write clear and you don't write the name of the variable, then complete workspace variables will be gone. Okay, I'll just show you. Still there are 4 of them, capital A, small a, ans and b. So these variables, if I write clear and I execute this command clear, and after that from the workspace also you can see on the left, and you can also see from WHO command, there is nothing in the workspace. When I executed WHO, there is nothing came out. So that is the clear command. Okay. Either you can clear all the variables from the workspace, or selectively you can clear whichever you want to. Then there is a command CLC. CLC means the command window will be cleared. So as soon as I enter CLC, just see all the instructions, all the data which was written in the command window, it is gone and it becomes clean again. It is clean. Okay. Then if you write PWD, present working directory, so that means that will come in which directory you are at present. This is the answer. C users Amod Kumar /documents/Matlab. You are in this folder, working in this folder now. Okay. So present working directory. And there are 2 commands which are very useful to you. They are the save command and load command. Save and load. What are these? Actually, suppose you are working in Matlab. So whatever variables you have created so far, they are there in the workspace. Okay. Just a minute. Thank you. Thank you. So, what I was saying is that all the variables which you have created in MATLAB, they exist in the workspace. If suppose by chance you are tired and you want to end your session in MATLAB, you think that tomorrow morning again you will come and you will start wherever you have left today. And you want that your variables which you have created, they should not be lost. They should remain there tomorrow morning. So if you just put your power off, power of the computer off, then everything will be washed out. You know that everything is there in the RAM only. So whenever power is put off, all the variables, etc., everything, all programs gone. So, but you want to save your variables, you want to save your work, whatever you have done today. So this save command is for that. So that means suppose A equal to, I am working A equal to 2, and then B equal to, let us say 3 minus 3, whatever, and let us say C equal to A raised to the power B, sorry, A raised to the power B, and like that. Okay, whatever. Let us say I have created some variables, and they are important for me. Just think that as if they are important for you, because in actuality you will be working with some problem, no? So in whatever variables are coming in that problem, they are of importance to you. Tomorrow morning again you will like to work with them. So therefore, suppose this is the situation, and suppose I want to end the session, MATLAB session. So I am in this whatever directory. Suppose I am in DIP only. I'll open this folder. Whatever I do in this folder. Okay. So I have opened this folder. So whatever, let us say I write save, and I give the name of the file. Let us say name of the file. Let us say ABC. ABCD is the name of the file I have given. So as soon as I execute this command, now what happened? Can you see that there is a file which is created here, ABCD. I have made this blue. ये जो है ना, ये वाली. This file has been created in this folder. Right? Now, let us say my session is off. So I am closing this MATLAB. ये मैंने close कर दिया MATLAB को. Okay? Now, tomorrow morning again I come. I again open MATLAB. ये लो. Suppose it is tomorrow morning. So that means I am opening my MATLAB. तब तक मैं एक बिस्कुट खा लेता हूं. खुल गया यार, ये बहुत जल्दी खुल जाता है. कैश मेमोरी में रहता है ना, इसलिए. So ये देखो ये DIP को मैं फोल्डर को, आई एम ओपनिंग माय फोल्डर DIP, जो मैंने ओपन कर दिया. ठीक है ना. एंड यू कैन कमांड विंडो में कुछ नहीं है. देयर इज नो कमांड हिस्ट्री, ऑफ कोर्स दैट विल रिमेन देयर. Some 5,000 commands or also whatever you set, there is a setting. You can go to that and you can write how many last instructions will be saved. So, but everything else, all the variables, they are not there now. Fine. I want to start where I left yesterday. So what I do is load ABCD. That was my file name. Load ABCD. So as soon as I execute this command, all the variables which were there, can you see they are there now? A, B, C, D in the workspace. And who, if you type who, your variables have come back. So that is the idea. Okay. And then if you type quit command, so you will quit Matlab. If you write quit and press enter, your Matlab session will be over. So you can close Matlab either from this cross at the top right corner, or you can quit here. Even if you write exit, then also it will be same thing. If you write exit, then also Matlab session will be over. Okay. So that is, you come out of the Matlab by typing either exit or quit, or this cross at the top right. So this is one thing. Okay. Then you know that. Now I'll tell you some more functions. Okay. And straight away I'll do them, so that I need not go to PowerPoint and to explain the things. I think you will understand. Let us say I want to take absolute value. So if I write absolute value of minus, let us say 6 point something, let's say 4, anything. So minus mein, it's a negative number. So if I execute that, what has come? Plus 6.4. So I think you know the absolute value of negative number. So that is the thing. Even absolute value of a complex number can be determined this way. Suppose there is a number 4 plus 3j, for example, 3 into j. So 4 plus 3j, that is a complex number. What absolute value does? Then there is one sine function. So if you take sine of a negative number, let us say minus 6. Okay, again, sine of a negative this thing. So क्या आ गया आंसर? -1. Whereas sine of a positive number, if I take a positive number, then its sign is 1. And if I take sine of 0, sine function or the signum function, same thing. It is also called signum function. So that is this way, that this is x, let us say this is y. So if y is equal to sine x. So it goes like this, that when x is negative, then this is -1. When x is positive, then the value of y will be 1. And when x is 0, then y is also 0. So do you remember? Somewhere you did it in your life sometime. So that is called the sine function. Okay? So now you remember it. Then let us say trigonometric functions, they are easy. Suppose you want to find out sine of pi by 2. So you have to write, I told you yesterday also, that sine pi by 2 will be calculated if you write it in parenthesis, first of all. And secondly, for pi, you have to write pi. So sine pi by 2, your sine 90 degree, you know, is 1. And if suppose you want to find out sine inverse, you can do that. So for that, the command is a sine. A means inverse, मतलब, ठीक है ना? And suppose 1 का मैं अगर inverse लेता हूँ, so that means sine inverse of 1. So sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is 1, so sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. तो वही आ गया, देखो, this is the same thing, pi by 2. 1.5708, 3.14/2. ठीक है कि नहीं? आर यू गेटिंग?
यस सर.
है ना? तो ये समझ में आ गया तुमको. और एक्सपोनेंशियल के लिए EXP लिखोगे आप, यू विल राइट एक्सपोनेंशियल ऑफ, मान लो 5 लिखा है तुमने, तो e⁵ विल बी कैलकुलेटेड whatever it is. E is 2.71, you know that. Okay? So 2.71 raised to the power 5. Or suppose you write log, if you write log of anything, suppose 3. So this is the log to the base E. Always in Matlab, log means log to the base E. तो जो भी वैल्यू आएगी आ जाएगी. तो बट you have been taught, I think, log to the base E of 3. So that is also called log natural. ठीक है ना? So in mathematics, sometimes in the books, this ln is written, log natural. But in Matlab, you know, the name of the function is simply log. If you want to find out log to the base 10, then log 10. Write this way. And then whatever is the argument of that can be done. So log of 3 to the base 10 is so much, 0.4771. So just remember the difference between log to the base E and log to the base 10. Okay. Then factorial is straight away. Factorial is a built-in function. Let's say 5. Factorial of 5. So that is 120. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is a built-in function for you in Matlab. They have written the program for that. Okay. So I think you are understanding. The problem to nahi ho rahi?
No sir.
So you can write down that the command is GCD, greatest common divisor. So for example, greatest common divisor of 45 and 75 is 15. A maximum number by which these two can be divided. You know greatest common divisor? ठीक है ना? 6-7 क्लास में होता था यार ये. तो 15. Similarly, LCM, least common multiple, LCM. Let us say you want to take the LCM of 3 and 5. तो उनका भी उनका LCM जो है 15 आएगा ना. तो पता ही है तुमको, ठीक है ना? तो स्क्वायर रूट के लिए SQRT ऑफ, मान सपोज कर लो 64 का स्क्वायर रूट. So that means that is 8. ठीक है ना? Then if you divide two numbers and whatever is the remainder, so that is by 4. So 4 3s are 15. So then 3 will be left after that. इसको 14 कर लो यार, ताकि चलो these 4 3s are 12. So if you divide 14 by 4, so 2 will be left. So that will be 2 will be remainder. So 2 is the remainder after that. So remainder, you understand what is remainder. So that is not a issue, big issue. और इस तरह से आप कर सकते हो. और आप you can convert the coordinate system from Cartesian coordinate system, you can convert into polar coordinate system and vice versa. Okay. For example, suppose first of all, let me insert a slide, new slide, so that I can write it. See, what I'm saying is, suppose there is a point. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and there is a point here. Okay, 1, 2, let us say. So that means this distance is 1. it's not looking like to be 1, but doesn't matter. Okay, and this distance is 2. You know what is the meaning of 1, 2. Okay, na? So these are the Cartesian coordinates of this point P. Let us say this is the point P. So Cartesian coordinates, you understand. Okay, na? Polar coordinates, do you understand? Polar coordinates means this is the point P. I join this point to the origin. Then whatever is this distance from the origin, that is denoted by R, and this angle is denoted by theta. So this R and theta, they are called the polar coordinates of the point, right? So for this, for 1, 2 will be difficult for me, of course. I have to see the value, but let us take 1, 1. That will be easy. Suppose this is the point 1, 1. Okay. So that means this is 1 and this is also 1. So if I join these points with the origin, you know that this is under root 2 and the angle is 45 degree. Agreed? Angle is exactly 45 degree. 45 degree means pi by 4. और ठीक है ना? तो R की वैल्यू जो है that will be under root 2 and theta की वैल्यू जो है that will be pi by 4. So if you want to implement this thing, see why these are important. These are important because in case, let us say this is a vector. This is a vector. So if this is a vector, so you will write this vector as the 1 plus j into 1. This point, this vector here can be written as this. So this is called the rectangular form of writing a complex number. Any vector can be written in terms of a complex number. So this is the way of writing the vector in terms of complex number, and this is called the rectangular format. But same thing, can I not write it under root 2 e raised to the power j 45 degree? R e raised to the power j theta. That is the way of writing the vector. Okay, and this is called polar coordinate, polar system of writing a vector. So that's why R and theta are important. Sometimes, no, it is easier to work with this. For example, if I say, just imagine, suppose I say 1 plus j1 divided by 2 plus j2, for example, carry out this operation. Okay, 1 plus j1, 2 plus j2. Not that both are ones, that I have taken for my ease, okay, 1 and 1 and 2 and 2. But let us say I want you to carry out this. What you will do? You will multiply this by 2 minus j2. This also you will multiply by 2 minus j2. That means you will rationalize the number. Okay, and then of course you will multiply 2 into 2 is 2, and then plus j2, okay, minus j2, and minus j square into 2, j square is minus 1, so plus 2, divided by, this is something plus something, something minus something, so a square minus b square. So I mean, you will do that to solve it. Whereas if I ask you to do this work in polar coordinate system, that will be much easier, because, you know, 1 plus j1, can I not write it as under root 2 e raised to the power j 45 degree? Similarly, this 2 plus j2, I can write 2 square plus 2 square, that means under root of 8. Okay, e raised to the power j, again 45 degree. Are you getting me?
Yes,
I
sir.
can write this number in polar coordinate system. I will write this number also in polar system. And then this is same thing. Forget it. So that means answer is simply under root 2 by 8. That means 1 by 4 ka under root. That means half. Simple. Here you have to do a jugglery. Okay, plus J2 will be cancelled with minus J2, this, that. Answer will come out to be same. But after how much labor? So therefore, sometimes it is much easier to work in polar coordinate system. From that point of view, I am telling you that Matlab comes to your rescue. For example, your point was 1, 1. So if I write, let us say, theta, you can name anything. You can give any name. And then R equal to, now this is Cartesian to polar. This is the name of the command, which will convert your point which you give here, cart to polar 1, 1. You understand this? That your 1, 1 point was in Cartesian coordinate system, converted into polar. So as soon as you execute this command, just see what comes. Theta की value आ गई 0.7854, which is your pi by 4. आपका 45 डिग्री क्या होता है? Pi by 4. Pi is 3.14. Pi by 4 आ गया ना? और R की वैल्यू अंडर रूट 2. 1, 1 है ना पॉइंट, तो R is अंडर रूट 2. अंडर रूट 2 क्या है? 1.4142. So that means what I want to say is, straight away you can convert from Cartesian to polar, and similarly you can convert from polar to Cartesian. Okay, so for example, the same thing. Suppose I write theta equal to, let us say 1. Okay, and let us say I write R equal to anything 5. कुछ भी लिख लो यार, ठीक है ना? And then I say x y equal to polar to Cartesian, na? Cartesian. And what? Theta, comma R. I think I am correct. Just see what I am doing. I have assigned theta equal to 1. I have assigned R equal to 5. Then command is polar to Cartesian, theta R. This is the command. And whatever answer will come, that will come in x, y. So because there are two answers now, one is the value of x, another is the value of y. So therefore you have to write in square brackets. Whenever there is more than one answer, I mean of single command, then you have to write in square brackets. Mind you, here also when I converted from Cartesian to polar, then because the answer was one was theta and another was R, two values will come because of this function. So those two values are there. So therefore I have written them in a square bracket. Square bracket theta comma R. Okay. So here also same type of thing. So as soon as I execute this command, the value of x and value of y will come, whatever they are. I think you understand what is polar system, what is Cartesian coordinate system, x, y, आपको पता है, r, theta, you know. वही बता रहा हूँ आपको यार, मैं क्या बता रहा हूँ आपको, ठीक है ना? 12th क्लास की बातें बता रहा हूँ. तो दिस इज द सिचुएशन, ठीक है ना? तो मेरे ख्याल से अब आपको ज्यादा कुछ बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. One more thing which I want to clarify regarding the arrays, and that I'll go again to PowerPoint. Again मैं इसको एक इंसर्ट कर लेता हूं भाई. See, when you have two-dimensional matrix, okay, suppose I say that A equal to, let us say I write 2, 3, then this. In Matlab I am writing this 4, 5. Fine. So that means your A matrix will be like this: 2, 3, and this will be 4, 5. Fine. I told you yesterday that semicolon changes the row number. So 2 and 3 will be in the first row. After that, because of this semicolon, the row number will change, and that 4, 5 will be next row. If again, suppose there is a third row, again you put the semicolon and you write 2 numbers, that will come as the third row. Okay, fine. So let us say this is the array, and it's a 2-dimensional array. It's not a single dimensional. You can see that it is a 2-dimensional array. Fine. Now, if suppose I want to find out what is A2, 1, that is easy. So whatever is the element of second row and first column, this is the row number and this is the column number. So second row is this, first column is this. That means this is the element. So as soon as you ask the computer, Matlab, what is A21, answer will be 4. You are getting me? Answer will be 4. That is the normal practice. But if you ask A2 simply, then also your answer will be equal to 4. Why? Now this time you will say that, sir, aapne row number and column number, you have not specified correctly. You have written only 1. You have not written 2. Okay? Now problem, what Matlab does in such cases, Matlab treats this matrix as a single column in which this 2 is the first element, 4 is here, then 3, then 5. This and this thing are equivalent for Matlab. So if you write this way, that means you write the first column, this is the first column, after that second column, after that second column. If there would have been a third column, that will I would have written it here. I think you are understanding. Once again, I am telling you, suppose this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means Matlab thinks as if it is written in the memory like this: 2, 5, first column, then 3, 6, second column, ho gaya? Then 4 and 7. Matlab thinks that this is the array which is stored in it. And then if you say, this is the first element, this is second element, third element, fourth, fifth, sixth. If you write A5, then because this is A5 is 4, answer will be 4. Or else your A1, 3, that is also 4. This element is 4 in the first row and third column. So A13 if you write, that will also come out to be 4. And if you write A5, that will also come out to be 4. So you remember this funda also for Matlab. Okay? So that is the situation. Rest of array operations and all those things, you now know that. There is no problem. You understand everything now. Okay? Then, okay, some more functions, built-in functions, I will tell you some more built-in functions. You can call them commands. Command means they are functions which are, they are programs which are written for you. Okay? Suppose there is an array x equal to, let us say you give any number, whatever you feel like. You know? Suppose this is x. If I do this operation, sum x, directly what Matlab does, it will add up all the numbers of this array. The answer will be 4 plus 1, 5, plus 11, 16, plus 100. So that means answer will be A equal to 116. Okay. Suppose you write, let us say B equal to max X. So the maximum value of the array that will be taken, which is 100. So answer will be 100. Suppose you write a mean value of X. If you give this command, what Matlab will do? 1 plus 4 plus 11 plus 100, that was 116. And how many elements are there? 4. So it will do 116 divided by 4, whatever it is. 4 दूनी 8, 3 36, 4 नम 36. Answer will be 29. Are you getting me? If you want to find out minimum value, you can find out the minimum value. Okay, minimum is 1. So answer will be 1. This is what I'll say. These commands are directly available to you. Not only these, there are more than commands. For example, same x, let x be 1, 4, 11, 100 I have taken. Suppose this is your x. If you want to write, let us say prod x, what it will do? It will do 1 into 4 into 11 into 100. Whatever it comes. 11 4s are 44, 4400. Okay. So E will be 4400. This will be the answer. Okay. If you write, suppose sine f equal to sine of x. So sine of x you have, that will come f equal to, see, it will be an array in this case. First number is positive. Positive means sign will be 1. Second is also positive. This will be 1. Third is positive, 1. Fourth is positive, 1. This will be the array which will be produced by Matlab. Okay. If there is a negative number, let's say minus 11. So it will be minus 1 here. And if suppose there is a 0 here somewhere, so answer would be this. First is positive, so 1. Second is 0, so 0. Third is negative, so minus 1. Fourth is again positive, so 1. Okay. So are you understanding what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Then there is one more command, A, B, C, D. Let's say I write find x greater than 25. Let's say I give this command, G equal to find x greater than 25. Then the answer will be G equal to find x greater than. So that means it will find the location of that element whose value is greater than 25. Now, if you look at this x, this is the element whose value is more than 25. So answer will be simply 4. If suppose by chance, suppose let us say this number is 75. Okay. Then in that case, answer will be 3, 4, this. Answer will be this. At the third place also, the number is more than 75. At fourth place also, this is element is more than 5. So answer will be 3, 4. An array. So this is what Matlab does. Okay. Then you can sort this thing. Suppose you write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Let us say you write H equal to sort X. Let us say descent. And this descent you give in quote within quote marks. So this is the property. You are asking MATLAB to sort the elements of this array X in the descending order. So that means highest will be, so what will be H? H will be 100, and then lower than that will be 75. If it is 75, suppose, then it is 1, and then it is 0. So this array will be produced by MATLAB. Are you getting me? If you write here ascend, if you don't write descend, ascend. So your answer will be 0, 1, 75, 100. As it is, मतलब जो भी कुछ है, corresponding to this. This will be the answer. In the ascending order, elements will be arranged by MATLAB. बोलो, समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है ना?
जी सर.
कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो बता दो. If you want to take the transpose of a matrix, this is the way to take the transpose of a matrix. Suppose there is a, suppose this is X, suppose. Okay, so if I write X transpose, ये quote mark है, so that will be a column 1, 0, 75, 100. It will become a column matrix. Understand? So that is not an issue. Then there are two more commands which will come again and again, and you can make use of them. One is zeros. If you write zeros 2, 3, let us say. So that means because of this command, this is MATLAB prompt, and you write zeros 2, 3. And because of this, a matrix will be created of size 2 by 3. That means 2 rows and 3 columns, whose elements will be zeros. इसको देखो, ये तो छोटी सी कमांड है. Zeros. Zeros, I write 2, 3. Just see. देख लिया आपने 2 by 3 की matrix, and every element is 0. Similarly, you can write ones. Let us say ones 5, 4, for example. Ones 5, okay. So that is also possible. So all these things are possible in MATLAB. Then you can find the determinant of the matrix. Let us say there is a matrix A equal to small a equal to 3, -5, 8, and then next row is suppose -4, 2, -8, and then again the next row is, let us say, कुछ भी ले लो, 5, 9, -3. Let us say this is a matrix. Okay, you can see the matrix yourself. So if suppose you write the determinant of this, you want to find out determinant, you know what is determinant, straight away the value will come. तो वो find out करके देख लेना, ठीक है ना? Then inverse can be directly inverse of A. Okay, this is the matrix. Inverse of A is this. Follow कर रहे हो? ठीक है ना? Eigen values and eigen vector find out करने हैं. So that means if you have to find out two things, so one is, let us say, vector, and ये वेक्टर के लिए मान लो VR, आइगन वैल्यूज के लिए मैं x लिख रहा हूं, तो दैट इज इक्वल टू आइग, और आपकी मैट्रिक्स जो है वो स्मॉल ए थी ना, हाँ स्मॉल ए थी. सपोज आई राइट आइगन ए, Vx इक्वल टू आइगन ए. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? It will give you the eigen values and eigen vectors of, these are eigen values, okay, and these are eigenvector. जब ज्यादा बड़ी हो गई यार मैट्रिक्स ना, मैट्रिक्स थोड़ी सी बड़ी हो गई, इसलिए तुम्हें समझ में. सपोज लेट अस से कैपिटल A इक्वल टू, एक मिनट ठहरो, 1 2 एंड 0 4, कुछ भी ले लो यार, 4, एक स्पेस, one space at least is necessary, and only the elements will be different. Suppose this is the matrix, and I write Vx equal to eigenvalue of capital A. अब देखो, शायद अब तुम्हें बेटर समझ में आएगा कि ये जो, if you want to find out eigen, this one and this 4, these two are the eigenvalues of this matrix. Okay, and these are the eigenvectors. This is one eigenvector, this is another eigenvector. So all possible mathematics na, it keeps doing. So कोई ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी आपको. You don't need many things to be done, but then I'll tell you some important input-output statements. Let me tell you, introduce you briefly this, some input-output statements. Okay. Let us say I take this input, output statements. ठीक है ना? तो थोड़ा सा मोटा ले लें क्या इसको? ओके, इनपुट आउटपुट स्टेटमेंट्स. सो देखो, इफ सपोज दिस इज द मैटलैब प्रॉम्प्ट, सपोज आप लिखते हो R इक्वल टू इनपुट, and whatever you want to write in text, you write here enter radius. Enter radius equal to, or quote marks closed. Suppose this is the instruction, R equal to input enter radius, and leave it at that. So when you execute this, what will happen? This will be the enter radius equal to, and then computer will stop. I'll show you. इससे अच्छा तो मैं यहीं पे शो कर दूं यार. And okay, input is the command enter radius. Suppose you want to calculate the area of a circle, and you want that the value of the radius you should be able to feed from outside. Okay, value of the radius you want to be fed from outside. So R equal to input enter radius equal to this. So when you execute this command, just see what happened. Enter radius. Now Matlab is waiting for you to enter the value, a number, and whatever number you feed, that will be assigned to R. Okay, so let us say 7. So that means R equal to 7. Now it has got the value 7 in its workspace. After that, you can find out area equal to, if you are interested, pi R square. So pi into R into R. Either R into R or R square, doesn't matter. That will be same thing. You know, pi into R raised to the power 2. So that will be the area. This value of area has come. So I mean, that way you can, it's not necessary that you specify all the variables within the program. You can enter them from outside also. That is possible. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay, fine. So other things I have told you. they are not. Then you can write in files. No, you want to write some value of a variable in an existing file. That is also possible. Forget that. More important than that is that there are control structures also in Matlab. Control structure means one is loop structure using for. So how for is used? So let us say when you write for, let us say k equal to 0 is to 2 is to, let us say, 10. Suppose you write this. 0 is to 2 is to 10. And then you write, let us say, whatever statement. Let us say sum equal to 0. Initially sum was 0. Then for k equal to 0 is to 2 is to 10, sum equal to sum plus k. Okay. And this is the end. And then whatever is the next statement, you can write the, suppose within the program, this segment comes. So you understand the meaning. That sum is a variable which has been assigned a value 0. K is a variable which is initialized as 0. So initially k is 0. And this will be executed. Sum equal to sum plus k. So 0 plus 0. So whatever. Doesn't matter. We are not interested in the result. Then end. As soon as end comes, again the program goes to this place. K will be incremented by 2. So k will acquire the value 2. And then again sum equal to whatever was the old value of sum plus 2. So whatever it comes to, that will be assigned to sum. Then k will become 4 and so on up to 10. So do you understand the structure of for structure? Similar structure is there in C or C++, by. It's not much different from there. So that's the idea of this. However, such programs which contain more than one this thing, they will be written in the editor window. The complete program will be written here. So that I am coming to. I am coming to the editor window very soon. This window. Because now you will be writing the long programs slowly. Then another structure is, I'm just introducing you the theory. Okay. So let me insert again a new slide. Now, another structure, is a while loop. While structure. हाँ अशोक साइन करने अच्छा क्या चीज है ये राइट ऑफ करा रहा है डेट डालना है ना कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है आज क्या है आज 26 है 26/7/2022 और यहाँ ओके 26/7/2022 ठीक है बस थैंक यू ओके so what I was saying is there is another structure called while. So for example, this is the same while many languages have here. Suppose I define k equal to 0 and then I say that while k is less than 8, then do something यार कुछ भी करो ठीक है ना नाच लो ठीक है ना k square I am calculating this variable which is whatever ठीक है ना so and then end. So this is the usage of while structure. While structure k equal to has been initialized as 0. Now we are saying that while this k is less than 8, do this thing. This is the body of the while. That means you increment k by 1, so k will become 1 the next time, k square will become whatever 1 raised to the power 2. Then we will come to this end. As soon as we come to end, because this condition is still true, because k is less than 8, k was 1 only. So this condition is being met. So therefore, again, this will be executed. Again, we will come here. Still k is 2, 3, 4, 5. So unless and until this k becomes equal to 8, till that time, this will be executed. After that, once this condition becomes false, we will come to after this thing. After this while loop will be exited and will be coming to the next instruction after this while loop. So do you understand this while? This is also there are Fortran maybe ऐसे ही है, Pascal, C, so many languages. This while statement is everywhere. Okay. Then there is another statement, if statement. ये भी वैसे ही है यार. That if attendance, let us say of attendance is greater than or equal to 90%, for percent, we don't have to write percent. Okay. Then the student is allowed to, then pass equal to 1. Pass equal to 1 means the student is allowed to appear in the exam, yeah, whatever. The difference between while and if is there, that this if is executed only once, while is executed as many times till the condition becomes false. Okay. So then similarly, we have the if else, this is structure. That means if let us say x is less than 5, let's say x, I am initializing the x equal to 3. So if x is less than 5, then you carry out 2 into x minus 1, let us say, else you carry out 2 into x plus 1, whatever. Doesn't matter yaar what you are writing, whether it makes sense or not. Grammatically it should be correct, syntax wise it should be correct, and end. You understand this? X has been initialized as 3. Then if x is less than 5, which it is, 3 is less than 5 naturally. So this will be executed and this else will not be executed. And after that, we will come after the end. But however, let us say x is being calculated by some value. Let us say x equal to, let's say I write input, if I write properly, enter x equal to, let us say, okay, let it be this. X equal to input and then within the semicolon, within the quote marks, enter x equal to this. Now you understand this. As soon as you will execute this, Matlab will stand there. It will ask you the value of x. And till you enter the value of x, it will not go any further. As soon as x is entered, the value is entered, it will see whether it is less than 5 or it is greater than or more than 5. Okay, greater than or equal to 5. Depending on that, it will be executed. Yeah, simple. And I am telling you simple things, no? So, like that, no? You can. Then some graphics command I will tell you. Graphics command, I want to tell you. They are, again, kahan gaya insert yaar? Graphics commands. So let us see graphics commands. Graphics commands. ग्राफिक्स कमांड्स. ग्राफिक्स कमांड्स में क्या है? सबसे पहले है प्लॉट. प्लॉट कमांड, ठीक है ना? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सपोज आई एम राइटिंग x equal to 0:1:10 and let us say y equal to x, सपोज कर लो मैं ये लिख रहा हूं, एंड देन आई एम राइटिंग प्लॉट एक्स वाई. देखो what I have written, x equal to 0 स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 0. कोई एंटर कर रहा है क्या अभी भी? हाँ यार, अलीम शेख एंटर कर रहा है, दैट इज वेरी नाइस. चलो सो के जागा तो सही. सो x इक्वल टू 0, it is starting from 0, and it is x is taking the values 0, 1, 2 up to 10. 11 values it will acquire. समझ गए? X will be having 11 values, 0, 1, 2 up, and then up to 10. As soon as it become, next will become 11, which will become more than 10. वो नहीं आएगा X में. Now you are saying y is equal to x dot caret 2. You know, this means array operation. Do you remember? This was array operation. And when you say array operation, that means it is done element by element. So therefore, y will be an array which will be every element of x will be squared. So 0, then 1, then 4, then 9, 16, and so on up to 100. Are you understanding or not? X
Yes, sir.
dot caret 2 का मीनिंग है कि every element of x raised to the power 2. So automatically y will be an array which will be having these numbers. Now there are 11 numbers here, there are corresponding 11 numbers here, and when you say plot xy, so what MATLAB does, MATLAB takes this x, this y, corresponding to every x, it will 0, 1, 2, 3, सब कुछ करेगा वो up to 10, and यहाँ पर भी values ये होंगी, it will plot. I'll just show you, okay, how MATLAB plots the graphs. That 1 minute लगेगा. X equal to 0 is to 10 कर दो यार अपने आप. 1 का इंक्रीमेंट ऑटोमेटिक है, 1 के लिए बताना नहीं पड़ता. 1 मीन्स ऑटोमेटिक. सो y इक्वल टू, लेट अस से, क्या कह रहा हूं मैं, x डॉट कैरेट 2. ठीक है ना? तो y मैट्रिक्स विल बी क्रिएटेड. नाउ आई एम सेइंग प्लॉट. You can see the values of x and values. These are the values of x. Can you see them? इसको बड़ा कर लेते हैं यार. X, whenever I want to find out x, so I think you can see the values of x, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 8, and then 9 and 10. Okay? And correspondingly y also you can see. Y. You see y? 0, 1, 4, 9, this, 81 up to 100. Right? As soon as you write plot xy, x comma y, then what MATLAB will do? It will plot this graph. Okay? And you can add many things to this graph. You can beautify this graph. So many ways. MATLAB has infinite ways. You can label the x-axis, you can label y-axis, you can give title to the graph, you can plot this graph with the dotted lines. Okay, many types of lines are available, dashed line, dotted line, this line, that line, this color, that color, so many colors. You don't want in blue color, you can plot it in red color. So things are very easy. Suppose I write, for example, just to give you an example, I want to plot it in red color. So this is I have given red color. Plot x, y, comma R as the attribute. R means red. Within quote marks, what it will do? It will plot in red. See, now it is red. Okay, so there you can do many things with this. So as you take the help of the plot command, you will see whenever you are in doubt, you take help and then plot. So the whole description of this plot command will come. What it can do and what it cannot do. Right?